The homes of the world's richest CEOs. Let's begin with the world's richest CEO. In fact, just the world's richest, period. Jeff Bezos has been the CEO of Amazon since 1996 and is worth around $160 billion. He's the first person to ever surpass the 12-digit mark in terms of net worth. And with that statistic comes a lot of real estate. According to the Land Report magazine, Bezos is the 25th largest landowner in the United States. While the headquarters of his multi-billion-dollar soon-to-be trillion-dollar company resides in Seattle, Bezos owns 5 homes across the land of opportunity he has so emphatically taken advantage of. Bezos owns the largest house in Washington, D.C. This massive 27,000-square-foot mansion was once a textile museum and is now going through a $12 million renovation that is essentially combining 2 separate mansions. Once the renovation is complete, Bezos will be neighbors with the Obamas and the Kushners. For now, Bezos, along with his wife and 4 children, live in Seattle. But he also has a home in Medina, Washington, and also underwent a hefty renovation to the tune of $28 million, a Beverly Hills home worth $25 million. The second richest person on the planet is no longer a CEO, but his time as founder and CEO at Microsoft has made him one of the most recognizable individuals in the world. His house is no different. Like many of the homes highlighted in this video, Gates' colossal home resides in Medina, Washington. This mansion's cutting-edge technologies make it a worthy property of its tech mogul, owner. The lakeside mansion is all of 66,000 square feet. It took Gates 7 years and $63 million to construct the masterpiece. In 1988, Bill purchased a lot for $2 million, but since the house's construction, its estimated worth is now around $130. Inside the high-tech home are top-of-the-line sensor system technologies to provide guests with room climate, lighting and complete control of all the house's features and appliances. The third man on the list has made a name for himself and a whole lot of money by having a knack for getting the most out of his investments. In fact, Warren Buffett is so adapted to this process that he earned the title of the Oracle of Omaha. For Buffett, his home is no exception to this scale. In 1958, Buffett purchased his 6,570-square-foot Omaha home for just $31,500, and he still lives there today. Now the property is valued at around $800,000. And in keeping with his reputation of modesty, the home isn't even one of the more expensive homes on the block. A notable distinction considering Buffett is worth just under $90 billion and is third on the list of the most rich. But that's just how the CEO of Berkshire Hathaway rolls. The fourth CEO on this list is another technology juggernaut and the 5th richest man in the world. Mark Zuckerberg, co-creator and CEO of Facebook, and his wife Priscilla live in a quaint $7 million home in Palo Alto. This 5,617-square-foot property is adorned with wooden floors, a saltwater pool, banquet-sized dining room, glassed and sunroom, 5 bedrooms and 5 bathrooms. The house was built way back in 1983. And at first glance, you might start to think Zuckerberg is taking a Warren Buffett approach to spending his millions. But don't worry, this is not the case. The home's luxury shtick is that of Marvel Comics-like AI that controls the whole property. Zuckerberg retrofitted the home with a custom-made artificially intelligent assistant that he even named Jarvis after the likewise character first seen in the Marvel's Iron Man. Another modest billionaire CEO is the latest Steve Jobs. In his time as the billionaire technological trailblazer of Apple, he also lived in Palo Alto in a 1930s Tudor-style home. This beautiful home sat on half an acre and was all of 5,768 square feet. It includes 7 bedrooms and 4.5 bathrooms. The home was very much a British country style, fitting beautifully with the rest of this quiet neighborhood, and certainly didn't stand out as the lavish residence of a high-tech mogul. Moving to Oprah Winfrey. More known for being the most successful talk show host of all time than being the CEO of Harpo Productions, Oprah enjoys an incredible lavish lifestyle. In 2001, Winfrey purchased her 23,000-square-foot Montecito home for a smooth $50 million. The massive mansion is located about 6 miles from downtown Santa Barbara. In 2014, Winfrey purchased this 8,700-square-foot home in Telluride, Colorado, that she paid $14 million for. In 2016, Oprah purchased a 23-acre horse farm estate for nearly $29 million at an auction. Oprah also purchased 163 acres of property, which sits on the slopes of Mount Halakala. While I don't have any records indicating how much she spent on the estate, an adjacent property went up for sale in 2016 for about $32 million, so it's safe to say a lot. Elon Musk, CEO of Tesla and SpaceX and creator of PayPal, as well as many other titles, is no stranger to millions of dollars in real estate himself. Musk has a combined $72 million worth of homes around the Los Angeles area. One of these homes was once owned by Gene Wilder, which Musk purchased for $6.75 million. In 2013, he turned that estate into a private school for his 6 children. As you would expect from Musk from his innovative work at Tesla and SpaceX, all of his homes are fitted with top-of-the-line or even unseen technology. In 2016, Musk paid $24.25 million to buy a new mansion in Los Angeles' exclusive Bel Air neighborhood. Musk's most recent acquisition is his 5th home in the same neighborhood, and he's currently still building it. Larry Ellison, not the CEO, but CTO of Oracle, is another familiar billionaire that could not be left out. His home in Woodside, California, is modeled after a 16th-century Japanese emperor's palace and is probably worth around $70 million. The 23-acre estate took 9 years to design and build, and it was completed in 2004. Clearly, a fan of the Japanese culture, Ellison also owns a historic garden villa in Kyoto, Japan, which was reportedly listed for $86 million. Though the price he actually paid is unknown. Along with the palace and the garden, he also teamed up with Robert De Niro, film producer Meir Tieper and Nobu Matsuhisa, the mastermind behind the Nobu sushi chain, to convert the historic Casa Malibu Inn into a high-end Japanese concept hotel that opened in April. Another CEO that I cannot ignore is that of Mukesh Ambani. Ambani is the richest man in India and as of now, the 19th richest in the world. I have to mention him because he holds the title of owning the most expensive home in existence. Thanks for watching, we hope you enjoyed. If you liked this video, hit the thumbs up button and don't forget subscribe to our channel.